Hello everyone, I'm Juliet Solomon. Welcome to the first of what I hope will be several thoughts of the day at Bushy Shul each week. During these times of lockdown, you may be feeling a bit disconnected to our shul. We are hoping that the thought for the day will provide an opportunity to hear each other and see each other, as well as get to know new people by sharing personal reflections of the current COVID crisis. To be a success, we need many people to join in, and this is open to all. You may be a teenager whose exams have been cancelled, a university student who has had to return home, a young family trying to juggle work and homeschooling, or a family whose Simpa has been cancelled, a retiree, or a person just recovering from this awful virus. And we would love to hear from you. Everyone has thoughts and feelings. Please share these in a 2 to 4 minute pre-recorded message in landscape format and send this to either myself or Rabbi Nick. So without further ado, here is my thought for the day. There is a saying that we make plans and God laughs. So what was my family's plans before lockdown? My daughter Ruby, who's 18, is at Haberdasher's school and she was due to sit her A-levels this summer. Now she is stacking shelves in Tesco's Bushy. My husband said is a very busy NHS GP, but now can't play golf as Hartspawn has closed. And my son, he's 17. Well, he's been self-isolating since he was 15, so he actually hasn't noticed much change. And for me, I now put the dishwasher on twice a day, have started banking online and purchase more Trini makeup products online for my Zoom meetings. There have been so many inspirational events over the last few weeks that have truly touched me. I watched a video last night from the Jewish Agency in Israel, who provided a unique way for families to visit loved ones during the lockdown. They had arranged a crane for relatives to be lifted up to the outside of the building of a care home to see their loved ones after 6 weeks of no contact, with a message that it was the least the Jewish Agency could arrange for those people who had built the State of Israel. This video was very powerful for 2 reasons. Firstly, it was emotional to see the relatives reunited with their loved ones. And secondly, it made me realise that every resident in this care home had probably made tremendous sacrifices for the State of Israel, either as founding pioneers, fighting in Israel's numerous wars, or had children and grandchildren in the army, or may have made Aliyah in difficult situations, not knowing what the future held for them. I'm sure we can learn a lot from hearing the stories of each person in a care home. I would love the Jewish Agency to do a follow-up on this. The respect that Israel shows to its elderly community has been one of the key drivers behind its lockdown policy from the beginning, and I'm sure that other governments could have learned a lot from Israel. During this time, I draw on my experiences of coping with the unknown. In September 2001, I was 35 weeks pregnant and working full-time. I went for a checkup at Barnet Hospital one lunchtime from work, and my blood pressure was so high that the nurses told me they were admitting me to hospital. I replied that I couldn't possibly stay as I had a meeting in the office that afternoon. I hadn't started maternity leave, packed a bag, or done any leaving notes, for I was told by this lovely nurse, "Sorry lady, you're not going anywhere." The next day, as I sat in hospital with my blood pressure checked every hour, someone came in and announced that 2 planes had gone into the World Trade Center. Unfortunately, 7 young ladies who I work with at TK Maxx were on a buying trip from Boston to Los Angeles and were on the first plane that went into the World Trade Center and lost their lives. I gave birth to Ruby the next day on the 12th of September 2001, weighing just 4 pounds. And I remember seeing her very briefly before she was rushed to the neonatal unit. Everything that I'd planned seemed to have fallen away and I felt extremely low. I had to learn to accept that life just wasn't going to work out how I had planned. So during this time, I tried to keep busy, stay positive, enjoy the numerous funny videos circulating around, I know that I have to learn to accept the situation as it's not in my control, and we will meet again. Thank you.